Hello, 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 and how are you doing today, guys? And this week, as always, we're gonna start with the whole month of October with auction houses instead of Spink. And to be honest, this year we're gonna, or not this year, but this time we're gonna start adding some more auction houses. Then the next one is Stacks and Bowers, which do sponsor the MIF in Europe and are more and more into banknotes. They are not as big yet as Heritage and Spink, but well, they are getting there. And some of the banknotes here will also be part of their offering. So quickly into number 10, we have, and again, it's already from one of their auctions. Actually, they had a pretty big one. So most of the banknotes here will be from them. We have from China, pick 858A. This one you rarely see this one, especially in such a great grade. PMG 58, this one sold for 41,000 bucks. Next we have from the same auction from the Philippines, 500 pesos, or from, at the time I think the peso was 1-to-1 with the USD, so this was about 500 bucks at the time in the Philippine Islands, from 1924. There with Legazpi pictured in the center, and this in very fine, so beautiful banknote. And you don't see so much from the Philippines coming into those auctions. Next, on number 8, we have China Russo-Asian Bank. Not the most beautiful banknote for sure, and has like an overprint. It's from the foreign banks of China. This one is pick S484A in very fine format. Now I won't say much more about this because I'm not really too much into Chinese banknotes, let alone Chinese regional banknotes, or in this case foreign banks. Then from an auction that I had been following closely, also from Stacks and Bowers, but this time in euros, because this was something that was done in Copenhagen. And it was a very interesting amount of Danish, Faroese, Greenlandic, and some other Nordic banknotes. Here from the Danish West Indies, this, well, it's not depicted, it's unlisted, but it's basically a contract for 5 riksdaler Vestinsk Kurant. That's what it says in there, and yeah, it's quite a beautiful piece. It's from the 18th century, late 18th century, signed, and this one sold for 48,000 euros, which is around, yeah, $60,000 give or take, or a bit less, $55,000. Number 6, Hong Kong. Beautiful banknote, pick 41 in astonishing colors there. Very fine, from the Bank of India, Australia, and China. Not a lot more to say. It's one of the series that I like most about Hong Kong, and overall I unfortunately do not have money to buy them, even if it's in a much lesser grade, but that's a beautiful one. This one has some stains, that's why it's 30. It could be much better. Now back to the Danish auction, pick A83 for 100 kroner. This one, yeah, also not the nicest banknote, I would say. It's very similar to some banknotes from France. I think the design is probably the same. 1875 to 1887. This one went for 58,000 euros. Then at number 4, back to China, 857. That's the pick. That's one of the first editions from the Chinese banknotes, and of course the ones after the Second World War. And these are of course extremely expensive. This one sold for 60,000. Extremely fine. Number 3, and here we're going to Heritage. Also, they had a big auction this month, which I did get a few notes from, but I of course did not get this one. $66,000 for this pick 2B from Egypt, a 1-pounder. Very beautiful banknote there. Also the back is pretty nice. You don't see this as often, and to be honest, it's not that Egypt appears that often in auctions, especially not these early banknotes in such nicer grades. Number 2, here 60,000 bucks. We go to the, again, China Foreign Office. Yeah, this is another banknote from the Russo-Chinese bank. Not a lot to tell. I mean, it has the same feel, I guess, of some of the late Russian Empire banknotes, at least from the design. I cannot say much more about it. And finally, pick number 1 goes to China. $115,000 for this one pick 870, which you can get this banknote at even at a much higher grade for a few $100, even graded a bit more. But to be honest, this one, what makes a difference is it has 4 number 8s in the serial number in a row, so the banknote is 0018888, and that makes all the difference in this case. And yeah, that's basically it. So that was the month of October in the auction houses. We'll have also eBay coming up next, or soon, maybe next week, for the same top 10. Thank you very much for listening in and for following the channel. You'll see now I have some Mozart in the back, 38th Symphony. Maybe just let me know if you don't like this kind of stuff. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.